Today, these arrived in the office. These are the Pixel Buds A series. And if you're familiar with Google's Pixel line of things, basically an A series means we've cut some corners, we've tried to deliver the same type of experience, but it's going to be at a lower cost. And these do come in at a lower cost of $99. We want to see how they compare to the original Pixel Buds and my everyday carry, the Apple AirPods Pro. Okay, so let's first get these out of the box. And there's probably not going to be anything crazy interesting going on in this particular packaging. Again, the A series denotes a simpler take from Google, basically, when it comes down to it. You know, it's this idea that they're going to deliver the Pixel experience on a budget. And at 99 bucks, I mean, if these are decent headphones, then it feels like they've already kind of accomplished that, basically, because you're getting the same look and kind of feel as the original Pixel Buds. Hopefully they've worked out some of the connectivity stuff. I'm not going to be able to figure that out today in this setting, because if they connect just fine here, that really isn't highlighting exactly how well the connectivity is. But, you know, they've removed a few things that are notable, and they're worth going ahead and mentioning right here at the top. There is no wireless charging. So whereas with the originals, you could drop them on a wireless charging pad and they would charge up, these will not do that. And the other notable thing that has been left off of this particular set of earbuds is the ability to change your volume while you're swiping on your ears. So for me, for people that use AirPods, for instance, that's not a huge deal, because I can't control volume on an Apple device or on my Android devices or Chromebooks where I use my AirPods Pro. There's no volume controls here. I get play, pause, and I get to turn on and off the ambient noise cancellation stuff. And so that's all you really get on those. So I'm kind of used to adjusting the volume on the device I'm listening to. So that's not a huge deal breaker for me. I hate losing it from the originals, because I did like the way it worked on the original Pixel Buds. Well, let's check this out here. Same nice click there. So still, it's magnetized there. It's a little different, and I can't tell. I'd say they're really close to the same size, if not the exact same size. Definitely some magnets. I guess the magnets from each case pulling together. You know, it feels a little bit cheaper, like a little bit thinner plastic, but still a nice magnetic closure on the inside. Instead of with the original Pixel Buds, they all had black on the inside. These kind of more match the Pixel Bud itself. So the green version of these, all of this is the same green you get with the Pixel Bud itself. And then if at a quick glance, if I pull this out and show it to you, it probably looks exactly the same as the original. You still get the same magnetic seal when you drop the earbud in there. It's going to charge, obviously, while it's in the case. But the LED that you get on the outside and the inside here, there's no LED on the inside, just on the outside. Again, these are very minor differences. The bigger difference, these are a little bit lighter as well, so there's no coil in there for wireless charging, so that makes sense. But the biggest difference, again, is going to be no wireless charge, no ability to swap or change your volume right at your ear. All right, so let's shut these down real quick. I'm going to put my knife away before I cut myself or something. Joe just informed me I was making him super nervous. We don't want to do that. Upset the camera guy. That's never good. In the box, you're getting USB Type A to C cable, so charge this. Plug it into your Chromebook, plug it into any wall charger you got. And then, of no surprise, you have the changeable tips. So the ones that come in it are medium-sized, and then you kind of get a large and a small. I'm not going to pull those out, because my luck, I'll drop them. They'll go rolling on the floor. We'll never find them. So I'm going to leave them in there, because I don't remember. I'm pretty sure my ears are different sizes. If your ears are different sizes, by the way, like your ear canals, don't feel weird about that. That's actually pretty normal. A lot of people wear one size in one size in the other. You know, go with the one that fits best, because ultimately it's going to give you the better seal. Now, just like the original Pixel Buds, these Pixel Buds do not have noise canceling in them. Now, they do have the ability, just like the originals, to kind of amp up the volume of stuff. If you get outside and there's a lot of traffic and all that kind of stuff, they're not going to cancel out things, but they do provide a seal in your ear. So it's kind of a in-between. It's not a wide open earbud, but it's also not a completely closed off, plugged up earbud either. And honestly, apart from some of the connectivity issues I had with the first Pixel Buds, or these Pixel Buds, I should say, they're technically the second ones, That I did like that. I like the way that those sounded, and I like the way that they got rid of enough of the noise around me that it didn't really bother me at all. Again, not noise canceling, but still pretty good and comfortable to listen to, and they had great sound reproduction as well. So let's go ahead and test out how these things pair up. I'm just gonna get my phone out. Again, I just got these things out, and so there we go. Hopefully when I open them up, we should get the Android Fast Pair, and there you go. You see that there, Pixel Buds A series. I'm gonna go and connect to these guys, just so you can basically see the setup here. It's pretty straightforward. Device ready to be set up. I'm gonna click setup, and it will take just a few moments. These things will be paired up. Fast Pair is awesome. Yeah, we get a nice little animation. So we're gonna start the setup. Right. Yep, so it's informing you again. You kind of put them in, rotate them down in order to seat them, find the best fit. So choose the small, medium, large. We talked about that already. You tap to play and pause on either earbud. It's wanting me to do this now. We're getting interactive here, so let's do it. Let's just go in. Let's go in. Oh, I get the nice little sound. Oh, I got a little background music here. Oh, I want me to pause here. Okay, and then let's see, skip to next track, double tap. Okay, triple tap. This is like advanced. So that went back a track. See the charging status. So I feel like if I don't step through these steps, it's not gonna let me move to the next thing. Now you can skip all this if you want to. So there, and then it pops up right there at the top, your charging status. And again, this is not a Pixel phone, this is the OnePlus 8T. So all this stuff is built in. It's just an Android thing that works, which is really cool. Swipe on the screen, discover more with your earbuds. Comfortable and secure, tappable surface. Let's see what else we get here. Dual microphones for clear calls. In-ear detection, so that's not gone from the originals. That's nice. Okay, that's about it. Find my device, so you can also still set these up so that if you lose them, you can track where you last used them. And Google Assistant. Oh, gotta put my earbuds in again. It's really forcing me through this whole setup here. It's not gonna let me just talk about it. Gotta be about it. All right, we're gonna continue. And I like this, I've got them in. Yes, I can hear my voice in my head a little bit more, but I can still talk. And if Joe were to talk to me or ask me a question, I'm not stuck to where I have to touch something to turn off the noise canceling in order to have a conversation. But it's also clearly knocking down a lot of the ambient noise around me. Yeah, so assistant, and let's see. We'll let the assistant do its thing on my earbuds. I'm gonna agree to let my voice match work. All right, touch and hold the earbuds. So play, pause, double tap to skip, triple tap to go back, and then touch and hold for assistant. What's the weather today? Showers, forecasted high of 77, low of 67. I wouldn't know that without the assistant. All right, so we've got them in. And just like with the irregular Pixel Buds, all your stuff, when you go into your Bluetooth menu, there's all kinds of stuff in here. In-ear detection's on. For sound, we can turn on bass boost. I remember from the originals liking that. I'm gonna turn on adaptive sound. That's where it raises the volume or lowers it based on your surroundings. Again, not noise cancellation, but it helps. Find devices on, Google Assistant's on. All right, what else we got in here? Firmware update. Yeah, safety, main stuff, in your tips and support. But just like that, they're connected, they're working. So now let's give them a listen and see what they sound like, and then we'll compare that with the original Pixel Buds. All right, so I spent a few minutes listening to the Pixel Buds A series, and I gotta say, I've been on the AirPods Pro bandwagon for a little while now, and they're great earbuds, don't get me wrong, and the noise canceling is amazing. But there's a richness and a deepness to the bass, and again, I turned bass boost on these. They sound awesome, the Pixel Buds A series. I was honestly just kind of like, wow, I forgot how good these things sound, because honestly, I had so many connectivity issues. I just had to move away from mine. My wife's been using them around the house, but she doesn't use them very often. I use earbuds pretty often, so that was an issue for me. But anyway, the sound is great. And when I compared them to the original Pixel Buds, honestly, I think I just forgot how good they sound. They sound pretty darn identical to me, which makes sense. They're probably very similar drivers, very similar setup on the internal parts of them. The main differences you get in the hardware part here is the fin itself that a lot of people didn't love, or the thorn, some people referred to it as. It did bother me on the original Pixel Buds, and it feels like just the stuff it's made of is a little softer. So it's about the same size and it's in the same position. It's just not quite as like firm, I guess. It's a little more malleable. So hopefully that's going to mean it's going to be a little more comfortable in your ear, because I like what it does. It's there to kind of hold the earbud in place. It was just a little bit too firm the first time around. And you can see there's one less lead there. Not really sure what difference that will make. It still has in-ear detection. It still charges wirelessly. You just plug it in, and there's just one less lead in the case itself to connect to. Not sure what difference that makes, but that's about it. There's not a whole lot of other differences. One other notable one, and I don't know, again, what difference this will make for any user. The part where the ear tip connects is plastic on the A series. It is metal on the original Pixel Buds. Again, don't know what difference it makes. I can tell you it doesn't really make a difference in sound, because they both sound amazing. And it was really cool when I went to set up the original Pixel Buds, because these are Joe's Pixel Buds. I went to connect them. It did the fast pair, and then immediately saw, hey, you've already set up Pixel Buds. And so I had both of them sitting next to each other. I picked the one I wanted to connect to, and instead of going through all the Pixel Buds steps again, it was just connected and ready to go, because it knows, hey, you just went through all this stuff. There's no reason to redo all of it again. That's a nice touch. And from a software perspective, I've sorely missed all of this kind of stuff, because my AirPods and my Android phone work on the most fundamental level together, but they have issues from time to time, and I just kind of have missed this nice software experience to where it feels like my phone is recognizing my earbuds and just working right alongside them. So I do have one last thing, and it's one of the other things that turned me off from the original Pixel Buds, and I'm hoping it's maybe been fixed in software, or they changed something this time around, but it's lag. And there's nothing special about the AirPods or the AirPods Pro, but they don't exhibit any lag when I hook them to an Android phone. I can play games with them, I can watch videos, I can do whatever I want, and not really have to worry about there being a big disparity between something happening on screen and me hearing it in the earphone. And so I'm going to connect these up again and launch a game and just see what happens. So as not to completely confuse my phone, I'm going to shut down all these and put together all this mess that I have made. There we go, shut those down. Put these guys back together, and honestly, having 3 sets of earbuds sitting out here that are all wireless and all connected to this phone, I'm going to close these and then just reopen them and see if we pair back up. And just like that, as soon as I open them, ready to go. So again, those are testaments to a hardware and software ecosystem kind of working together. I didn't have to worry about whether or not they were going to pair up and work again. So let's put these bad boys in. And I get that nice connected sound in my ear, which is always nice. And I'm going to launch a game. We'll go ahead and just do the one that I always test against, and that is PUBG. So it's really quick, and I can know pretty quickly as soon as this loads in if we're going to be seeing any kind of lag. I'm just going to go into the training area. And the minute I hit the fire button, I'll be able to know. Now, I don't want to paint a picture that's unreal. The AirPods and AirPods Pro have a very tiny amount of delay. That's just kind of part of the Bluetooth experience. There's always going to be a little bit of delay, but it's whether or not that delay is manageable or is super long. Now the Pixel Buds here, when I used them before, it was almost a full second before anything you did on screen actually registered in your ear. So let's go. Just going to jump right into training. That should take me there. I'm really hoping they fix this, because again, this is one of my main reasons. I wasn't going to carry around a pair of headphones that I would play games with and then one that I'd listen to music with. I want one pair of headphones, and it's the main reason I ended up going with the AirPods Pro. So super hopeful that the lag is not here. Okay, so let's need to go get a gun. Come on. Hard to test if I don't have a gun. There we go. Nah, still not there. Yeah, it's a good 3/4 second or so. That's unfortunate. Hopefully, we know with the original Pixel Buds, the ones that had the cord connecting them, they did some work to actually fix this. Those Pixel Buds don't exhibit lag during gaming. These still do, unfortunately. So if you're looking at picking these up to play games with them, at this point right now, that's just not going to be a workable solution. And man, I can't tell you how much that bumps me out because I really like these. And at $99, they do a lot of cool stuff. And especially if you're an Android user and you're going to want to take advantage of all the cool software stuff and it just kind of working and connecting and just walking you through the whole process. I love all of that stuff. I love the way they sound. I love the way they look. I think I'm going to like the way they feel. So really, all that stuff is kind of cleaned up, assuming that they stay connected and the connection stays secure the way that Google promised with the original ones. But yeah, the gaming thing is a bit of a bummer for me. So hopefully, they'll work that out eventually in software. There'll be a firmware update and they'll just get rid of that gaming lag or have a gaming mode or something like that, so that when it's playing a game, it knows and it adjusts accordingly and it can drop that lag. But other than that, I really like what they've put together here. I really like the price. I really like the experience of unboxing it and using it. Obviously, you're going to have to test it for, a week or so and actually put it through real world testing to see if the connection stays, to see how they feel in my ear after 30 minutes or 45 minutes of wear. Are they going to start hurting like the original ones did? Those are questions I can't answer right now. I just got these things out of the box, but for 99 bucks, I'm already pretty impressed with them. We'll have to see in a full-blown review of these things how they hold up over the next week or so. But until then, if you're not subscribed to our channel and you like this kind of content and you want to see stuff like this in the future, make sure and go down there and hit the thumbs up button first, hit the subscribe button, make sure and ring the notification icon as well. But until next time, we'll see you.